performing on stage, it's crucial for you to be able to hear what you're actually playing. Traditionally, musicians and performers will use wedges, such as these, to be able to hear what they're actually doing on stage. With in-ear monitoring, you're able to get that mix directly into your ears using a set of earphones.
Here we go, cruising for a loophole.
There's several benefits to using in-ear monitoring. One of them, you have less feedback. The other one, you have a much nicer and a cleaner stage. You also have the freedom to move around because the mix is always in your ears. And lastly, and probably most importantly, because the mix is always in your ear, you're able to hear yourself a lot better without too much interference from stage noise. And this in turn is probably going to make you into a better musician. A complete in-ear monitoring system consists of a transmitter, a receiver, and a set of earphones. The transmitters typically sit in a rack on the side of the stage next to your mixer. From the mixer, you'd send your aux sends into these transmitters. The small receiver is typically worn on your belt or even a guitar strap, and the earphones obviously plug into this receiver. It's important to remember that all Shure earphones are sound isolating earphones. What this means is they're capable of isolating, for example, stage noise up to 37 dB, and what this is going to result in is a much clearer mix for you. Your system can be set up into 3 operational modes. The first one is stereo. What that means is you send a basic stereo signal into this transmitter and you're ready to go. The second mode is mono, and what that means is I can send a mono feed into any one of the inputs on the back of this transmitter, and they're simply summed into both of my earphones. The third mode is called mix mode and is slightly unique. What happens in mix mode is I can send 2 completely independent mono signals into this transmitter. For example, input 1 could be a generic band mix, input 2 could be my guitar feed. Using my pack, I can then adjust the levels to create my own personal mix on stage. Another way to use mix mode is to send 2 mono feeds using 1 transmitter to 2 musicians on stage. And what this does is it really saves you having to buy another transmitter. Another way to save having to buying an extra transmitter is by using 1 transmitter and using a generic band mix, and every performer on stage simply has their own pack. For musicians that don't move on stage, for example a keyboard player or a drummer, hardwired packs are also available. So rather than using a transmitter, you simply plug this pack straight into the back of the mixer. Whether you're using wireless in-ear systems or wireless microphones, make sure you're always using compatible frequencies. Another important thing to remember is keep a direct line of sight between the transmitter aerial and the belt pack you're wearing. And in case you're also wearing a transmitter belt pack, make sure you keep this and your in-ear pack on different sides of the body.